It's on silent.
Oh, okay, thank you. I could move over where people could see me. You could move over, people could see you.
No.
Oh, look, we look like twins. In some universe, we're twins.
What universe?
I don't know. You know, we got that multiverse thing going on.
I had another one of those live or die dreams. This one was a little bit different. Something's up.
Mm-hmm.
I only get them.
Something is definitely.
Something's up.
Things are. November's going to be a bumpy ride for most people. The energy's coming in. The things that are shifting and changing.
I think in January, February.
Mm-hmm.
But what's interesting is with the new house, I get but you'll be fine. We put you here for a reason. You'll be fine.
Most of us will be fine. Other people are going to lose it. It's just going to be cosmically a bumpy ride. I think people who are used to status quo, we're not going to have a status quo.
How the hell, after going through 2020 and 2021, can you possibly still be in the status quo?
Because you had no work.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Okay, so you didn't work to begin with.
Yeah.
Status quo for me now is I have a 2-second commute. I roll over and pick up my phone.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm dreading. They're talking about. Well, it won't affect me anyway. Going back to work because I work during hours where. Hello. I work during hours where the AC and the heat is off, and they can't put you in an oven or a freezer to work.
So you'll still probably be.
I'll be working from home. Yes, thank God.
Hello, Christine.
Oh, I am not prepared. Hello. Hi, Krista.
Oh, you didn't notice me doing this when you were talking? That was my write it down. Where's your pen and paper? I need to be a little less subtle. Hey,
Yeah, a
pen
little
and
less.
paper.
I'm a Taurus, sweetheart. Unless you hit me with a brick.
You heard her? I can hit her with a brick. Speaking of which, I forgot to change accounts so that I can read the feed. Hold on. Oh, who is that? Oh. Everybody's figured out that today was Dan's birthday.
Yeah.
So now all the posts.
Hey, Mary Pat. Hey, Birdie.
Hey, look, there's us.
Shall I loan you a brick? Yeah, okay.
Actually,
Hey, Birdie.
I've got quite a few in my backyard, apparently.
I have bricks here.
Well, look, see, there we go.
Of course, you were asking me where I got my red bricks
Yeah.
from, so I could get red brick dust. The dollhouse section of the craft store has actual bricks. They're like this big.
Huh. I have this weird. So you know, the old Spanish houses, the terracotta roofs.
Mm-hmm.
I found 2 pieces of what looked like red terracotta roof in the back of the property. Nobody around there has red terracotta.
Okay, well, I'm thinking you're just manifesting shit everywhere.
I've
really
never
are.
asked for red terracotta.
No, but what did you ask for? Ceramic something or another?
No.
Did you ask for something red?
No. Red's
Somebody
not
gave
my
you a
favorite color.
gift.
Yes.
What's wrong with you that red's not your favorite color? Can we see your phone so I can see what's going on too? Jesus. Because I can't see because I can't scroll.
All right, here we go. Okay, let's see. Christine would like a reading. Birdie would like a reading.
If you would like a
Krista would like a reading.
if you would like a reading, please say so.
Hello, Birdie.
Hey Heather, how are you? Happy
Patricia
birthday.
would like a reading.
Patricia. Got it. So, in one word, everybody, tell us how you are. How's your day been? Maybe you need root chakra work. Well, we both do. Edith Mary is what?
Edith Mary's so demanding.
I am, yes. I will admit it.
Mary Pat wants a reading.
Mary Pat wants a reading. Thank you. So far for readings, I have Christine, Bertie, Krista, Patricia, and Mary Pat. Oh, nice. Nice.
Ooh, steak.
It's her birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
And Krista's confused. I'm sorry you're confused. It's not nice being confused. Of course, I was that way today. I was on the phone twice with GoDaddy trying to get my website all fixed. But it's all fixed now. So those of you who are watching can now go to my website, buy a gift certificate for Christmas, buy a book of blah, 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 book a reading, buy a book. It's all there.
She's been busy.
Yes, I have. And now that...
Heather would like a reading.
Heather?
Here, I'll read. You write.
Thank you.
And Patricia says, how are you ladies doing? I have a toothache and earache.
Oh, that's not nice.
Earache. Cod liver, warm cod liver oil in your ear. Helps with a little bit of pepper. Helps amazing.
I like
For ears.
mullein oil too. Mullein oil smells like garlic.
Oh.
But yeah, there's many different recipes for ears.
Just when
earaches.
you warm it up,
Don't
test
make
it
it
here
here.
first, because let me tell you, when you put
Woo!
it there, a little bit of warmth goes a long way.
Yes, I would know. I burnt my eardrum that way one day. Like, yeah. I mean, I screamed to high heaven. My mother, I woke her from a dead sleep. If you ever saw my mother scared, it was like, what? Sorry, Mom. It's just my ear. What did you do that for? Why did you wake me up? Because you were asleep. All right. Krista, great.
Okay.
Thank you. No, Krista. What?
All right, read off the names.
Christine, Bertie, Krista, Patricia, Mary Pat, and Heather. So far for readings. If I missed anybody, it's because she won't let me look at her phone.
Oh, Kaci is doing a sexual assault training class so that she can get a head start on selecting her classes for this upcoming fall. She will be back.
That's some heavy duty training.
Yeah. And, of course, being that 18-year-old, God bless her, she's put it off.
But you know, half her training she's already had here.
Yes. And then when she comes, I'll have her, she's got a new tattoo. That was quite the project on her first tattoo. It was funny to watch, because I could tell when it hurt, because you go...
Yeah. Well, she chose like a bony place. You're not supposed to choose bony, especially for your first one. Because bony just doesn't work.
Yeah. So Kaci will be back. She just really needed to get that done. So
She does, and she needs the training. But she should have most of it down because for those of you who don't know, I work for the Rape Crisis Center, so I'm constantly warning Kaci about drinks and friends and not friends. And
hi, meow.
Aww. So.
Okay. You go first, I'll go second.
Me go first for Christine.
Yep. And then I got Bertie. Sorry, Bertie. She's stuck with me, sweetheart.
You know, there are worse people to be stuck with. You're actually very good. You just don't realize it. Or maybe you
It's
do.
gonna be cocky. I have no idea how good.
You need to go home, spend some time with Daryl.
No, I got big-headed and cocky yesterday because I actually called my dad and we were able to fix it.
Oh, that's right.
A major electrical issue. My dad's a master electrician out of California and Nevada.
She
And so I got
rewired her
coffee.
house in like 10 minutes.
I diagnosed. I will say this.
Uh-oh. Christine. Oh, no, Christine. Oh, my gosh. You have the
Now
first...
stay on I'm sorry, sweetheart.
The first card I pulled for you is the Devil card. The Devil is all about conflict, troubles, people bringing them to you, you creating them for yourself. But it's all about the conflict that is coming your way, because the second card I pulled was the King of Swords. The King of Swords is telling you, don't participate in that drama, don't participate in the trouble, cut it out, as a matter of fact. Get it away from you. Even if it's a person, you need to cut it out. And the last card I have for you is the Six of Coins. The Six of Coins is like, stop hoarding your stuff. Share with as many people as you can. It's your tribe, it's your community. Take care of your community, and you probably won't have this much trouble coming. What does that have to do with cutting out the people from your life? Those community members who are not sharing back, you need to get rid of them. Those community members who are constantly saying, poor mouth, you've got so much and I have so little, you need to cut them out. Get rid of them. I hope that makes sense, sweetheart.
It's a hard thing to do, but believe me,
Yes,
once
it
you've
is.
done it, you feel so much better.
It is a hard thing to do, especially when you've been conditioned your whole life to be nice to people, regardless. And it is hard. You're welcome, Christine.
Okay, Bertie, thank you. We love you guys too. Bertie said.
I know, I can actually see that.
Oh, can you?
Not real well, but I can see it.
Okay, Bertie, the first card I have for you is the Seven of Spells. If you look at this one. So this is all about rising above. If you look at all the little gnomes, they got their fire and their sticks and they're poking the big dragon up there, and the dragon's just sort of sitting there going, do you really want to poke me? Because I could annihilate you in a heartbeat. And if you look, he looks sort of confused. So this card is all about rising above the riffraff below. Sometimes I read it as don't poke the dragon, meaning you don't poke. This one I read for you as you're the dragon. There's a lot of people in your life trying to just needle you and poke you and get you fired up. Rise above it, because you know darn well, I almost use the other word, that you could annihilate them all if you wanted to. But this one is more about you sitting back and being like, come on guys, this really doesn't serve any of us. So rise above it. The next one I have for you is the Six of Spells. The Six of Spells is another dragon card. So if you look at it, everybody's looking at this newborn dragon, and the guy up front is like, look at what I did. And if you see the woman way in the back, she's standing in the back like this. Like, yeah, buddy, you did all the work. But the idea of this is there are gifts coming your way. It's not something you actually had to do or work for, but you're actually able to be proud of it and take responsibility for. But good things are coming your way. They're going to start coming to fruition. You just got to rise above all the pettiness. And the last one I have for you is the Ace of Visions. This is you knowing your worth. If you look, the swan is beautiful, but if you look deep inside, she's also like a queen. So while you're dealing with all this BS from below, realize that you're better than that. You're worth more than that. You deserve more than that. There you go, Birdie.
Okay, Krista. The first card I pulled for you is the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands says you have a nice anchor at home. Home is a nice safe place. You'll always be there. Home will always be there for you, but you need to get out of it some. You need to leave it once in a while. Find a job, find a business opportunity, find friends, just go out and do stuff, find a new hobby. Then comes the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups says if you do get out of your house and you do venture out among people, you will have much to celebrate. You will find a lot of love that you're currently missing. Then I pull for you the Page of Cups. The cups is all about, the pages are about listening. Listen with your heart. Listen to what Spirit is telling you. Listen in a way that is acceptable. Listening with the heart is always acceptable because it's always with love and it's always gentle. So listen to what might be the best for you, of what opportunities might be good for you that will lead to joy and happiness, because right now you're not listening in a way that's your subconscious mind will understand. Okay. I hope that makes sense. Listen differently.
Patricia, the first one I have for you is the Sunlight card. It's the happiest card in the deck. Nothing can go wrong. Things are great. Let the sun shine down upon you and enjoy it while you can. The next card I have for you is the Enchanter's Wheel. This is also the Wheel of Fortune in yours.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So on a regular deck, this is Wheel of Fortune. Sometimes we read this one different.
Yeah.
This is all about things coming your way. Good, bad, usually good, but many, many different things coming your way, different options. It's all part of the wheel of life. If you look, there's a skull, but then there's a key, and then there's some jewelry. It's all different things coming your way. And with that, the next one you have is the Seven of Boons. So with all of these things coming your way, you need to realize you've got choices. All these doors, each one leads to a different path, but once you open one door, all the other doors disappear. So you got lots of things coming your way, a lot of really good things coming your way because you got the Sunlight card. But make a very wise and thought out decision. Once you make that decision, all the other options are gone. They're all pretty damn good options because that's what this card's about. But make sure you look far into the future when you make that decision. So, not just take the pretty sparkly that's here now. Think 5, 10, 15 years out. So.
Okay, Mary Pat, the first card I pulled for you is the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is...
I want to see who I had.
You had Patricia.
I know who I have.
Oh, you have, okay.
I think of their names when I'm doing the cards.
Well, yeah.
So I couldn't. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your reading.
I interrupt yours all the time. The Eight of Cups is about turning your back on the things that don't serve you, moving in a more positive direction, moving towards the spirit and away from the material things in life. Then I pulled for you the Hanged Man, which is about looking at life a little differently, look at your situation differently. Look at your journey and what you've been going through a little differently. And then we have... Oh, okay. The Six of Coins. The Six of Coins is about celebrating with your family. It is about celebrating with the community. It is about how you are a part of that community. So what happens to the community happens to you and vice versa. So the health of the community depends on you to walk away from stuff that doesn't serve the community and looking at things differently. If you look at things different, if you look at things differently, the things you look at change. Think about that for a second. I hope that helps, sweetie. What?
Okay, Heather, the first card I have for you is the Child of Challenges. Look at this card. This represents the girl was walking in the forest and she got lost. Instead of her running around screaming, "Oh my God, I'm lost," she sat down. She's thinking about it. She's trying to figure out her next step. This is all about when things have been going sort of awry. This is telling you to sit down, meditate, contemplate, ask Spirit for help. No need to panic over any of it. You just need to sort of find the path again. So this is all about inner work, settling down, thinking about what your next moves are, contemplating. It'll come. You just need to take a breath and think a little bit harder on it. The next one I had for you was the Keeper of Visions. Says sort of the same thing. If you notice all those swirlies up here, this is where all the rapids and the riffraff and everything are, and the fish is going down to where it's calm. He's seeking refuge underneath the rocks at the bottom of the lake where it's not quite so turbulent. So one saying, think hard. The other one saying, slow it down. Go where there's less turmoil. And the last one I have for you is the Six of Visions. If you look, the girl, she's so into her book, she's not paying attention. Spirit's giving her all sorts of things. She's got butterflies here. She's got fairies. There's an owl. She's got a frog. She's got a dragonfly. All sorts of gifts that Spirit is giving her. And she's so focused on the book and what is in the now that she's not paying attention. So for as much as you need to slow down and think, you need to get out of the riffraff, but pay attention to what Spirit is giving you. He's giving you lots of things and you're sort of preoccupied. There you go, Heather.
Alrighty, Richard. Oh, we have a theme going. Because the first card I pulled, this is Six of Coins, which is about the larger community. It's not just about your household, it's about the neighborhood. It's about your other relatives and how they fit into your life and how you fit into theirs. Then I have the Ace of Cups, which is all about new beginnings and about new possibilities that have an emotional or passionate component to them. So it's like your community means a lot to you. The relatives you don't see too often, the people next door, the people across the street, the people in the next town, they mean more to you than you think they do. And this is the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups says that you have accomplished a great deal. There's more to do. There's more ahead of you than behind you. But you have to remember the community where you came from. Don't just venture off. It's where you came from that matters in this particular case. I hope that makes sense, Richard. No, I don't do predictive tarot. Sometimes I hear things when I'm reading, but I can't tell you how many kids you've had, you're going to have. Can't tell you when you're going to get married. Can't tell you when you're going to meet that significant other, because there's so many factors to readings that you can't consider every one. I can show you a snapshot of what your life could be like if you made this decision. You may choose to go a different path. As a result, your future will be different. That's why I don't do predictive tarot. Some people are amazing at it. I'm not so much.
Okay.
The passing of the pen.
All right, on to the next. If you would like to talk with Spirit, you need the name of the person and their date of death, and a question if you have one for them, because that works out a lot better.
It does.
And if you want to talk to your spirit guide, say I want to talk to my spirit guide and have a question for them.
I will not, and you can jump in if you get something too, but I will not talk about the manner of someone's death ever again. The manner of their death does not matter anymore, except to the people left behind. Simply because sometimes the details can be gruesome. Sometimes it's like they just died, walked into like another realm, and off they go. And it doesn't matter to them anymore because they're not here.
Which is hard for those of us left here
Yes,
to
it is.
accept, but it also puts a lot on the person that has to see it, whether they want to see it or not.
I can remember a couple of years ago when we first started doing this, I saw someone with no face. It turns out it was a logging accident. The log caught them here, but it was traumatizing. Are we hearing rain?
Yep.
It's raining. So it can be traumatizing to see. So if it's important, I will say so. If it's not important, I won't.
Okay, so with that, clause added. Who would like to talk with a loved one, spirit guide?
Even, why was I going to say an angel?
Maybe there's angels that want to talk.
If you have a, yeah. What was
That's
that?
what who in sign language. Who.
Okay. Yeah, if you like, let's try that one. I don't know why. I know why, because they wanted me to say so. If you want to talk with a specific angel and get a message from them, or you have a question for like Raphael or somebody, I don't know. Just say so, and we'll see what happens. It's all this entire life is an experiment. So. She's writing, I'm drinking. Tea. Lipton's. I would love to have a Long Island iced tea. I wonder how, back in the days of old, when this all became more popular, psychics and readers used to get slightly drunk before they would read because it lowered the veil. I'm wondering if I could work better if I was tipsy. I had
We'll
no
put a mattress out on the sunroom tomorrow or next Wednesday night. I'll let you go tipsy. Then you can't drive home. You have to stay.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not really a drinker to begin with. Hey, Kaci girl. So if I was to have a drink, it would be like, I have no filters when I'm not drinking. Can you imagine what it's like when I am?
I am brutal. You think I have no filters now? I am brutally
Yeah.
honest. So.
You're the IT person.
Used to be, yeah.
Where can it? Is there a brand specifically of not this type of stylus, but the pointy stylus, that is better than the others?
No,
They're all crap. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
What should I try? Or who tries what? I don't know. I'm not following along at the moment.
I'm working on it.
Kaci, we will give you a reading at the end, sweetie.
Yeah, that's what you get for being late.
But did you pass your Hoochie Bobber test? Did anything I teach you about the nature of sexual assault actually come up in your class?
So congratulations, Patricia has a psycho guide. Did you really mean to put psycho, or did you mean like spirit guide and just
Spirit guide or psychic guide, yeah.
But I'm going to put psycho because that was funny.
Yeah, because, well, yeah, I think you have to be half psycho to do this stuff anyway. Yeah, I got it done in an hour instead of a day. Well, of course you did, Kaci. Because you're, like, really smart, sweetheart. You put your mind to it, you can do anything you want. She said psychic guide.
No. Auto-corrupt.
Auto-corrupt, that's right.
All right. Kaci stole our show. Everybody's like, hey, Kaci. Hi. You know, Kaci, before you got on, everybody was wondering where you were. See?
Exactly.
You're gone 2 weeks. I'm a bad stand-in. They want you back.
No.
They want you back.
I almost fed her salmon. I did. I made salmon patties. And then I was getting ready to heat them up and stuff. And I'm like, I heard this voice in my head or my ear said, she doesn't like salmon. And I'm like, So I'm texting her real quick. Do you like salmon patties? No. So I'm like, okay.
Okay.
So I had to punt, back up and regroup.
Christina, I have for Walt. Bertie, I have for Richard Hayes. Krista, I have for her spirit guides. Patricia, I have for her psycho guide. Sorry, it was funny.
It's going to stick now.
Yeah. If there's anybody else, I'm pretty sure I didn't miss you, but let us know. I'll keep an eye on it while Edith Mary's doing her. So Christine wants to talk to Walt, who died 6/04, which was June.
He was at the birthday party, by the way. He was at Owen's birthday party. He was very sad at the birthday party. What does that say?
Oh, she's saying she coined autocorrupt. She wants royalty.
Yeah, forget that. So yeah, Walt was at Owen's birthday party, and he was very sad. He missed it. He missed the family. He died before he had great grandchildren, or when did he die? What year? 04?
Yeah.
So he misses that, and I'm getting a sense of deep sadness. But he was there for Owen, and he was there for you. Yes, Daddy was. Your daddy, not mine.
Who's daddy? No daddy. Sorry.
I was on with GoDaddy earlier. So I hope that helps you, Christine. He was there, even if you didn't feel him. He was giving out hugs all around, so you probably at some point felt a great sense of, my back is killing me. Not that. Great sense of being loved and encircled. I use the analogy that it's like being wrapped in a warm blanket when they hug you from the other side.
Could it not be cold chills?
Yes,
I get lots of cold chills.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't get lots of cold chills, but there will be times I will be somewhere or driving somewhere, and there'll be and I get just the hair up on me. Mm-hmm. I'm like, oh, wonder who's here now.
There is a difference when a loved one comes and hugs us, it's like being wrapped in a warm, fuzzy blanket.
I can.
When people show up, the hair stands up. When you have hair, it stands up. It's because they're making their presence known, but they're not necessarily being affectionate.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Makes.
Okay.
She says she missed him because his birthday was last month.
Oh, did you say happy birthday? Okay, Richard. What about Richard?
So she wants to know if Richard will send Linda a sign because she misses him dearly. Linda being his wife.
That's for Bertie?
Yes.
Okay. What I'm hearing is no, because I'm always there anyway. He's always there. He's always giving her. There's nothing special. It's every day for him. It's an everyday act. Like bringing somebody, when they come in, here, have a drink. You just automatically do things like that. When Sarah comes in, it's like, hey, how you doing? Sit down. She doesn't have to be invited to do stuff. It's when Kaci comes in, go get whatever it is you want. So it's an everyday thing that he is just doing for her. So she gets these signs all the time, but it happens so frequently it's not special anymore.
Here's something you can do, because I did it with Jim when he passed. Ask them to send you a specific sign. A friend of mine, but not choked to death.
Yeah, I forgot how to drink. Sorry.
A friend of mine whose husband, this is to the day, his anniversary of his death, she asked him to send her little hearts. And so she'll go out and walk on the beach and she'll find a little rock with a heart. Or she'll be at a store. It's something very specific to her. There'll be a leaf on the ground with a heart. And it's not an everyday thing, but she knows darn well when it's from him. With Jim, right when he died, I was like, look, I went down the next day to the river. I was like, I need something when I want to know you're around. I said, it can't just be something normal. And I walked down to where he passed away, and we used to sit with our feet in the ripples. And I walked down there muddy and it's all crappy, and there was an upside down toy snake. Long story with Jim and I and snakes, but Jim raised and milked deadly
that's
snakes
right,
in
yeah.
college to help pay for his college. And we would go paddling, and every time we would paddle tandem, he would purposely try to put me underneath a snake in a tree. So when I go down to sit, and I was like, give me something so I know it's you, there was this, in the middle of the mud, a unmuddied, upside down snake, toy snake about that long. No doubt in my mind from this point on, if I see a snake, that's Jim.
Yeah.
So tell Linda to do the same thing. Ask him to send her something, yes, tell her, that is very specific, that would let him know,
Yeah,
or let her know that he's there with her all the time. He's thinking of her all the time, but every once in a while, leave her something a little special, just to be like, see, I am right here. So there you go. Long answer, Birdie.
It's like my ex-fiance would bring me flowers almost every day, and I told him to stop bringing me flowers, because the more he brought them, the less special they became.
Mm-hmm.
So he said, well, I was wanting to let you know how much I love you. I said, well, tell me. You don't need to bring me flowers every day or every time you see me. It's a waste of money, and pretty soon it's just going to be, where's my flowers?
You want to show me you love me? Do my laundry.
Do my laundry. You got that right. So, yeah, so it's that kind of, make sure that it needs to be something special and out of the ordinary. There we go. I got it out finally. All right, so this
Krista
is...
wants to talk to her spirit guide. She goes,
Okay.
what does she need to know that she doesn't already know? Dun, 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 dun.
What I'm hearing is, sweetheart, you're making bad decisions. You need to turn around. You need to stop. Take a break. Just take a breather. Think it through. You're making bad decisions. And I'm getting that they're not concerning Logan. They're concerning you. Personal decisions that you are making for yourself, about yourself. They're telling you to stop. You're going the wrong way. And that is all I'm getting. They're there for you. Obviously, they're there for you. And they're probably trying to steer you one direction or another. So listen, sweetheart. Listen. Ask them, literally, help me listen to you better or stronger or whatever. I hope that makes sense.
Patricia, she wants to talk to her psycho guide. Will she be getting rid of the car that's in Michael's name?
First of all, you need to get rid of the car. It isn't a matter of will you, but you need to get rid of the car. You need to brake, period. I don't know, I read that totally different. You need...
Is the car paid off?
Anthony's
Anthony's
name.
name.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I thought. Yeah. You need to make a break, get rid of it, give it back. If it is paid off, have it switched over into your name so that it's your property. If it's not paid off, give it back, get something of your own. If you drive for Uber or Lyft, I think Lyft gives you a car.
No, they give you very good financing on the car.
Oh, okay. I don't drive for either one, so make that break complete. Get rid of anything that was his. Just get rid of it. When I broke up with Roy, I even got rid of clothing that he bought me, so that there was none of that energy blocking me. Of course, he also stalked me for 4 months. So just think about accumulating your things. If you look in the right places, you'll find your own car. If you look in the right places, you'll find the things that belong to you or that you need to purchase. But you do that yourself and not rely on an ex. And nice guy that he might be, wonderful person that you might be, He needs to be your ex completely and 100% in every way. I hope that makes sense. Yeah,
Right.
cut the ties. Does anybody have anything else, like a question or something, while I prepare for Kaci's reading?
Yeah, if you have questions, please feel free to ask.
Yeah, we like questions because we like showing our stuff.
She says he can't afford the car. I don't think that's your problem.
No, it's not your problem. Now, if you want to buy him out and take over those payments completely, have him move it into your name completely, with his name nowhere on it. And
You
just
can get a loan to buy him out.
mm-hmm.
Most credit unions, banks will do car loans, used car loans.
Yeah. So if he can't afford it, buy him out, or take over the payments, but make sure he moves that title into your name so that you're not paying for a car that when it's paid off he'll come and say thanks. I appreciate this. It's mine. It's in my name. That's not what you want. Alrighty, Kaci, stop worrying. Stop worrying about it. It's not going to change it. Forget it.
What do you got to worry about? Got a brand new house your mom and dad bought, a car that works, you got a brand new job. Come on, sweetheart. She's 18. She's got all sorts of worries.
Oh my God, yeah. Well, she's got typical 18-year-old girl stuff to worry about. But this also says turn in a different direction. So you forget what's behind you and look at what's in front of you. Oh, well then give it back to him. Give him the car back, sweetheart, and just say, if you can't afford it, then you need to sell it.
Yeah.
Get rid of it somehow or another. So the last card I had for you, sweetheart, is the, what is that? The moon. The moon is, because there is this worry, there is also this chance of emotional imbalance. That's why you need to turn in a different direction, because if you don't, it's all going to get to you. It's all going to get too heavy. It's all going to come crashing down on you, and we're all going to be visiting you in the mental ward at Methodist, because that's where they send you, Methodist. Specialty in transplant, sir.
It's an odd one.
Well,
chill.
they've all been, basically learn to chill, learn not to worry. Anxiety. Keep your anxiety at bay, sweetheart, is really what it comes down to. I had a little mini anxiety attack earlier today. I ate something, it was fine. I swallowed it down, it was no big deal. Learn to control it. Easier said than done. I never said it was easy. I just said it's possible. You're welcome, Patricia. Birdie asked a question.
Yes, she says, have either of you seen a real angel? So I was trying to figure out how to answer this, because I say yes.
I say yes, too. I think you have too, Birdie. We have all seen real angels. Real angels don't descend from the sky in a cloud of smoke with celestial music. They don't. Real angels are sometimes the guys that stop on the side of the road and change your tire. I still remember that very fondly. He came out of nowhere. When he was done, he went in nowhere. I mean, just disappeared. But he saved me. Real angels come in those forms. What we don't really know. Now, have I seen an angelic being? I've seen what? Yes. I see shafts of light, which can be angels. I've seen angels appear as other human beings while I was working. That was kind of weird. I had an angel appear to me as John Edward because the client I was working on needed to hear from her father, who was dead, and it was the only connection I could possibly make. It was weird. It was very weird, but yes. Angels come in visions. Angels, they walk down the street every day, and you wouldn't necessarily know who they were. That's why you really need to be nice to everybody. Your examples now.
The old lady at Whataburger. So, a few months ago, I have a little cross. I don't carry many crosses, but in my truck is a little blue cross. That, you know, the plastic that you can hand stitch?
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, it's a little blue cross with a rose on it. And I was at Whataburger getting new tires and rims on my truck. And
They sell tires and rims at Whataburger?
No. But I walked from there over to Whataburger.
Yeah.
Whataburger does everything in Texas. No. They would.
They would if they could.
Yeah. But anyway, and I went to grab breakfast while I was waiting for my tires. And I go to sit down, and this little old lady goes, "Has anybody ever talked to you about fish oil?" I mean, little old lady. And she had an English accent. And on any other day, I would have been like, yeah, whatever. And something said, no, go sit. So I was like, no, actually they haven't. And I sat with her. And for an hour and a half, we had this amazing conversation. And at the end of the day, it was all about, I ended up being more about my health and taking fish oil and another supplement. Come to find out, I needed it from the doctor's visit a few weeks later. And she gave me this little, and I've never seen her since. But at that point, I needed to know about my health and needed to take fish oil. And it came in a little old English woman.
At Whataburger.
at Whataburger.
Yeah.
On 410 in Marbach, which is not a place you would see a white English woman. Just go in there. Not at all.
No.
Not in San Antonio. So that was one of
Especially
many.
if you're in that area. It's like, oh my Lord.
Early in the morning. Haven't seen her since. It was just that one time. But there are times when physically seeing one, no. Knowing when they're around, yes. There's been times, what's the word I'm looking for? In my mind's eye, I'm like, oh, that's what that was.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're expecting to, that's not the way.
No, that's not the way they appear. They either...
Unless you're in the Bible and you're going that route, and that's pomp and circumstance.
Yeah. And even then, they don't appear. How many times did an angel come to that dude's house and he turned him away? And he didn't turn him away. He was nice to them and he's like left. There's a story in the Bible about an angel who showed up at a man's house and he fed them. Didn't turn him away. He says, I showed up, or did he? I don't know. But he was literally like, I waited for you. You didn't come. And Jesus says, I came to you 3 times.
Yeah.
So angels are going to come to us. What about gifts? Orbs. Orbs are not angels.
Nope. They're entities.
Entities, fairies, elementals. Now, can angels appear as orbs? Yeah, but probably don't. I wouldn't take one for...
When Kaci was little, damn near every picture we would take of that child had an orb in it. And there were times where she was like little, like 3, 4, 5, 6 days old, where there'd be an orb. She'd be like, ooh. And I've got pictures of her. She's just like, ooh. She had always this weird look on. What the hell?
She still has a weird look on her face.
Yeah.
Now, you need to be careful with orbs. If you're seeing an orb outside when it's raining or really humid, it's probably not an orb. It is probably light reflections.
In pictures?
In pictures, especially if they're inside, that's very different. But I have friends or people I knew that swore up and down there were orbs everywhere. They were outside in the rain. What do you think the camera was picking up? So orbs are very real, but they're entities. They're not, or they're energy. Just
that's another word.
They show up at funerals a lot as a way of paying homage. Newborn babies. Old folks' home. So while orbs are not angels, they can be, but I just an entity, just a thing that is. Kind of like, this is a daisy, that's a daffodil. One's an orb, one isn't.
Any other questions?
Somebody keeps texting me.
It's Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner, thank you.
Well, yeah, that's my
who's
text.
texting you.
That's my text notification. It's me.
Cool, alright. So, anybody else have any questions before we call it a night? We've got like 3 people left.
Oh yeah, we do. Anyway, we love you all. We appreciate you so much. We do this. We couldn't do this without you because this is one way we practice, keeping our skills sharp and our confidence up. So thank you very much for being here. We will be here next week, as a matter of fact.
So, Kaci, I will drag her by your ear.
Well, I'm supposed to be at your house. Thanks, guys. Love you.
Good night.